Lockheed and Boeing ejaculate a pregnant robot onto the surface of Ares? Is it too good to be true? Absolutely, ladies and gentlemen. No, it is not. It is the NASA's latest $2.7 billion. Maybe it was an oopsie because it's currently in standby mode, but the launch was successful. The Lockheed and Boeing Atlas V rocket, which looks like a really weird dick with way too much head. I mean, look at it. It's like all head, and there's like this little shaft. I'm not judging. I mean, mine's not picture perfect, but so its mission is to go to the red planet and dig for soil samples. And like I said, that particular robot is pregnant. Now this robot is nuclear powered, but the baby's solar powered. And all right, so the main robot has this 7-foot robotic arm. It's got cameras and subsurface radar and all the good stuff. But here's the cool thing. So if we're going to have a manned mission to Mars, before we go to Mars, we have to have a way to get home. And instead of making and launching from here all the fuel that you would need to get there and back, here's the plan. But this is a little test run. Alright, so the plan is to launch things to the fourth planet, the red one, that can make fuel there. So that way, when you launch from here to go there, not only can you come back, Elon Musk, oh, they could come back, Tesla, the boring they could come back. But you can make the fuel to come back there. And NASA's all about redundancy. So when they launch the machinery to do this to scale, they're going to launch DOS. Not Dos Equis, but DOS platforms for manufacturing fuel. Because, I mean, you launch, you got to wait 7 months to find out if any of it worked. And then if none of it worked, well, like if something went wrong on one of them, then you're screwed. But if both of them worked, so much the better. But anyway, so they have this thing. It's about the size of a car battery, so it's like, you know, this much of a paper, and then that much of a paper. You get the idea. It's like box-ish. And it's going to make oxygen from the carbon dioxide that's in the atmosphere. Which is cool, because oxygen is not only good for, you know, you and me and survival, but it's also good for rocket fuel. So they have this little thing that's going to be on this rover that's going to like test the theory of, can we make rocket fuel to get back to Earth on Mars from what's there on Mars. So that's the thing that's going to happen. Also, this rover is basically the same platform as Curiosity was, except this one's not solar powered. This one's nuclear. And so, where Curiosity would have to... Curiosity was only planned to have like a month-ish mission, because they were like, well, it's only going to get so much solar power, and so it's only going to be able to operate for so long. But NASA scientists are not stupid, and they found a way to park that sucker on an angle so that it could keep its computers and batteries warm throughout the long Martian winter, and then be able to cruise around during the summer. And they got a couple of Martian years out of the sucker when it was only supposed to get like a month. That's, you know, fantastic on the NASA end of things. But this guy's got a power cell that's going to make it able to operate during the Martian winter. It's going to be completely independent of which way is the sun shining. This thing isn't going to care. This thing is called Perseverance. It doesn't care. It's going to persevere. It's tough. Now, it's also going to be there to collect soil samples. They're going to land it in a very, very specific spot. There is what once was a giant lake with a big river delta running into it, and they're planning on landing it in the river delta. Now, they're a little bit worried about that because there's like big rocks and stuff interspersed on the delta, but they are very confident because they put basically self-driving car software into this thing, and while it's coming in super hot, it's going to be identifying, like, well, no, I don't want to hit that, and it's going to go, I don't want to hit that, I don't want to hit that, I don't want to hit that. It's going to come in hot, it's going to miss all the debris, it's going to land in soft sand, hopefully, and then Perseverance is going to give birth. Now, what's it going to give birth to? It's going to give birth to a little 4-pound helicopter with a solar panel. So it's not, old tech, but you do what you got to do. Called Ingenuity. And it's going to do little Wright brothers test flights on the surface of Mars. Now, I don't know what the Chinese orbiter is going to do. I do know what the UAE orbiter is going to do, and I don't know what the Chinese lander is going to do. But I know what this lander is going to do, and I know what it's going to do with this little baby remote control helicopter. So, the first test flight, they're planning on going up 10 feet. That's, 3 and some change meters. Forward 6 feet. That would be 2 meters. And then back down. This thing will have the capability of flying for about 90 seconds a day at maximum, and well, it's kind of Bluetoothed to Perseverance as I'm reading what I'm seeing, and Perseverance is only going to hang around in the test flight area for about a month before it's like, bye bitch, I'm off and cruising, because Ingenuity is going to be dependent on solar power, and like I mentioned with Curiosity before, like they're going to have a really tight window with landing it and having any decent amount of sunlight hitting it before Perseverance is going to be off and running, buddy. And the main job of Perseverance is going to be collecting soil samples from this one-time river delta that may hold Martian bacteria, and boy did they ever scrub the little vials that they put on this thing. Nothing has ever left this planet that was cleaner than the vials that are in this thing that are going to hold these soil samples. And hopefully, one day, we're going to get them back here to good old terra firma, or Earth, as one might say, a blue planet, if you will, to try and check out if fossilized bacteria life, or maybe even like actual bacteria life, exists on Mars where a river delta once was. Which is kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie, I'm fascinated. I love Mars, I love the red planet, but like I said when I was coming into this, Lockheed and Boeing have ejaculated a pregnant robot on its way to Aries. It's a cum shot 7 months away, but I have a feeling that it's going to hit the good old Roman god of war right in the face. You have a fantastic day, evening, whatever it was. English-speaking world, you're beautiful. Try not to be evil.